But this is not without a toll on their own health, and we need to address this if we want to improve their health in the EU. We also need to look more widely in Europe at the situation of women's health. There are too many people struggling to balance work and family life. Our society should not be forcing women to make this choice in this day and age. We need proper training, we need to tackle unemployment, better training and education, better reflection in society of their real needs, and we need to give them the ability to achieve what they want to. I've also looked at violence in the early part of the 21st century. We've seen that women are in as bad a situation as ever. FGM, forced marriage, domestic violence and sexual aggression, cyber violence too, are all undermining women and taking their toll on them. We want safety to be of paramount priority for women, and we want better justice, better prevention and more effective action. So we need to take into account these many new challenges, including the new technology implications like deep fakes. We have to try to preempt some of tomorrow's problems. We have enough today, but tomorrow's problems for young women are manifold. We need to look at forced marriage, FGM, forced abortion, sex selection. All these aspects on our continent are sources of grave concern. We therefore need to ensure that we take the appropriate action so that women are protected from this. In 2020, far too many women and girls had been submitted to FGM. UNICEF said in 2024 that 230,000 women were threatened with this. I've wanted, as far as I could, to focus on what we could do, for example, to have special leave, properly remunerated leave and access to care. Free care also for basic needs is very important. In the private sector, it's very important that women have an opportunity to have some time for themselves as opposed to full-time caring. We need to realise what the impact on women's health is, because as carers, they play a big role which can take a toll on their health. Therefore, we need to help women, especially those in more precarious situations. We need to enable them to play their part in society and ensure that they can become philosophers, soldiers, doctors, artists, whatever they want, so that they have a full choice of careers ahead of them. Those who want to do science, become entrepreneurs, need to be able to access loans and investment and work and invest in new technology. These should not be the preserve of men. We need to work hard to achieve this in reality. Then, of course, there's feminist diplomacy, which is something that we need to address, and we want to change the language which is used in diplomacy in a very specific way. So we think that third countries which have discriminatory or laws or practices against women should not be funded by the EU, and we should not work with them. We need to focus on all this in development aid. Feminist diplomacy needs to be effective in the real world, and I think we can all sign up to this.